Thanks for joining me. This will be a practice that's a little bit shorter, 30 minutes hopefully, that's what I'm shooting for. And it will be focusing on hips, peak pose, pigeon pose, and it falls into the category of more strenuous. So more breath per movement, a little bit more strenuous with the holds as well. But you can come to the top of your mat and widen your feet as wide as the mat. And just rock back and forth for a moment. Shift your hips from one side to the other to even take your hands there. Just shifting, feeling your feet. Let the weight come into the right foot, come onto the ball of the left foot, and make circles from the hip crease on the ball of the left foot. Circling that hip around. This also gives you opportunity to find a nice long, tall spine. So take the ears back and shoulders, and then switch the direction of the circles. Moving from your hip, feeling the foot. Feel all of your joints in your leg. Drop that foot down. Switch the weight into the left foot, coming onto the ball of the right foot, making circles from the right hip crease. Just feeling those joints, hip, knee, ankle. Maybe smiling at your joints. Switch the direction of the circles. And then pause there. Keep that wide stance. Inhale, sweep your arms up. We're going to exhale, bend deeply into the knees, drop the hands to the right side. You can even touch the ground. Inhale, come all the way back up. We'll do 3 of these to each side. Exhale down to the right, and then inhaling up through the left. Deep knee bends, reaching through the arms. Feel that side body stretch. Last one to the right. Lift up. Switch directions, exhaling down to the left. Inhaling up through the right. Almost making that crescent moon shape with your body as you come down. Bend the knees. Taking one more, going down to the left with your breath. Pressing into the heels, inhale, rising up. This time, rise all the way up. As you exhale, take the hands through the heart center and bow into your fold. See if you can bend one knee and the other, kind of like you're walking in place, lifting your heels up. Shift your hips out from side to side. Take your hands to your shins and inhale, come halfway out, lengthening through the spine. Exhale. Bow back down. Walk your feet a little bit closer so you're in a comfortable mountain stance. Press into your heels. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we'll do a salutation with low lunge. Come to the top of the mat if you're not there. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart center, bowing into your fold. As you inhale, come halfway out, hands to the shins or to the ground. Exhale, bow down, step the right foot back and drop onto the right knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come down, roll the right toe under, step into your down dog. First down dog, so take it on a walk if you'd like. Let your head hang. Settle into your down dog. Let the weight come into the left foot. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Reach it as far as you can. Exhale, hug that right thigh and drop to the back left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Take your gaze up. Exhale, hands come back down, step to the front of the mat and take your fold. Press into your heels. Inhale halfway, hands to the shins or the floor. Exhale, bow down. This time rising all the way up on your inhalation. Exhale, hands to the heart center. That'll be our flow. We're just going to switch off which foot we're starting with. Starting from the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bow into your fold. Halfway out into monkey as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bow down, weight into the right foot, step the left foot back, drop onto the knee. Hug your thighs, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back into your down dog. Take a few breaths just to pause in the down dog. Strong shoulders, Rotate those inner elbow creases towards the front of the mat. Working heels slowly down to the ground, then keep that right foot on the ground. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, hug the thigh in, step forward, drop to the back right knee. Bring the thighs together. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands down, step to the front of the mat. Take the fold. Halfway as you breathe in, reaching out. Breathing out, dropping down. Pressing into the heels, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One more round doing the exact same thing. Inhale, arms come up. So your mind knows, pay attention to your bones and your muscles. Exhale into your fold. Halfway out as you breathe in. Breathe out, step the right foot to the back. Hug your thighs together. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Step back into your down dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths in down dog. Moment of stillness. Feel the weight transfer into the left foot. Inhale the right leg up. Really reach that thigh bone. Feel the top of the thigh stretch. Exhale, hug it in. Drop to the back left knee, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step to the front of the mat and bow. Inhale, halfway into monkey. Reach out through the crown of the head. Find that long line through the spine. Exhaling and folding. Press into the heels. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, this time right foot will be the lead foot. Inhale, arms up. Notice any heat beginning to build in your body. Exhale, hands through the heart. Bowing into fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, weight stays in the right foot. Step the left foot back, coming onto the knee. Bring the thighs towards one another. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step into down dog. Pausing in down dog. And anytime you want, if you'd rather rest in a child's pose or puppy pose, you can do that. Let the weight rest in the right foot. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg forward, dropping to back right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Coming to your forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling down. Press in your heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to stick with this for the most part, but we're going to take that lunge and lift the knee up. Sweep your arms up as you breathe in. Breathe out, hands through the heart center. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step the right foot to the back, but this time we're not going to drop to the knee. We're going to stay there. Come onto fingertips, or if you want to use blocks, use your blocks. As you inhale, squeeze your thighs together. So bring the back of the left thigh, the front of the right thigh towards one another. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, squeeze. Lift. Think of lifting from your pelvic floor. Exhale, drop down. And just doing this to your own breath. Squeezing in and dropping down. One more round. And then keep that back leg long. Lift that up on inhale. Exhale, bend into the front knee. You can keep hands on the ground. You can come to your thigh or sweep up as we're doing. We're going to hold this for about 3 breaths. Lifting up into our high lunge. One more breath. Exhale, take hands down. Drop to the back right knee. And then you're going to bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. You're going to bring those hands in, maybe take a little back and forth with your pelvis first. Then you can stay on the hands. You can take forearms to blocks or to the ground. We're going to pause here just for a moment to hug the inner left thigh towards the right arm. Or excuse me, inner left thigh towards the left arm. That would be hard to do. Right arm too. And then roll your back toe under, lift the back thigh up. Press through that heel. So imagine that you're plugging both legs into the hips. So right hip coming towards the front of the mat, left hip to the back. Press forearms, or you might be up here on hands, into the ground. Squeezing in. Take 3 more breaths there. Walk the hands back in if you're on your forearms. We got 1 more here. You're going to take the left arm underneath the left leg. Walk your fingers out. Come onto your fingertips. Now really hug that left thigh towards your right arm. Hug your right thigh towards the front of the mat. You can stay on fingertips. We'll be here for about 3 breaths. Or if you want more of a challenge, you can lift your fingertips up and reach out. Squeeze that inner left thigh. Reach out through the right heel. If fingertips are up, take them down. Take your hands back, one to either side of the left foot. Press back into your down dog. This time, if you'd like to flow forward with me, we're going to inhale forward into plank. You can do plank on your knees or full plank. When you come down through your heart. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog, whichever one you want to rest in. Pausing there. Feeling your breath, feel your heartbeat. The weight will come into the left foot. Inhale your right leg all the way up. Exhale, carry it forward for high lunge. So if it didn't land where it needs to, use your hand to bring it forward. Keep your feet as wide as your hips. So sometimes our feet are narrow, too narrow. On fingertips or blocks, inhale, squeeze the thighs together. Exhale, drop down. Inhale and squeeze. Exhale and drop. Take your time. Feel those powerful thighs. Like they're drawing into the pelvis every time you lift up. Next time you lift the back leg, keep that back leg lifting, keep the left hip crease coming forward, but exhale into the front right thigh. You can stay there, fingertips on the ground. You could take hands to your right thigh or reach up overhead. Your call. Breathing into that space, strength. Exhale, let the hands come back down. You're going to take both hands to the inside of the right foot, drop to the back left knee first, so we can see where we want to be flexibility-wise. You can go back and forth a little bit. How far forward do you want your pelvis? Staying on your hands, or forearms to a block, or forearms to the ground. Your call. Roll the back toe under and lift the back knee. So hug the thighs towards one another. Reach the crown of the head forward and lengthen through your spine. Breathing through it. Come back onto your hands. A little more of a test here, right? Onto your hands. You can also do this with the back knee down, but you're widening your hands. Walk your right hand underneath your right leg, left hand out to the side, and then imagine squeezing that inner right knee into your right shoulder. So feel that action. You can stay on your fingertips, or you can float your hands off the floor. Align your pelvis. I gotta bring my left hip forward. Reaching is the real thing. And then take your hands back down. Take both hands down, step into your down dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. And pausing. Take your last breath out. Bend your knees and come down to a seated position just briefly. We're going to find our first pigeon down on the ground. Take your legs out in front of you, both legs for a moment. Take the right leg and bring it in and give it a little baby cradle, rock it back and forth. Move it side to side. And then cross the right ankle on the left thigh. You can take your hands behind you to support your spine. Place the left foot on the ground. You can stay right here. Might already be feeling a stretch through that outer right hip. If you walk your heel in closer or move your butt more towards your heel, you're going to feel more stretch. Pausing there, just feeling the stretchiness. or because we're doing more of a vinyasa style, if you want to work a little bit harder, you can inhale, lift up, and exhale, drop down. Your call, or just sit and get the stretch. Inhale, lift up, lift the pelvis. Exhale, drop down. I like to keep my right foot flexed, so I'm hugging my inner thighs, particularly if you're choosing the lifting version. And exhaling down, inhaling up, and exhale. Take it down. Cross the right leg over the left. We're going to come into a twist. Left leg can stay long, or if you'd like to, you can take the left foot to the outside of the right hip. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, rotate to the right. Just feeling yourself through the rotation. Noticing the outer hips, just keep letting them fall. Taking last breath out. Inhale, come back to the center. You're going to unwind yourself, whichever end you end up on your mat, unwind. Take yourself back into your down dog or your child's pose, or if you want to flow through, you can inhale forward into plank. Exhale down. Cobra or up dog. Exhale. Child's pose or down dog. Finding that seated pose again. Both legs out in front of us. Second side. Take your left leg, give it a nice baby cradle, say thank you, so you can even take your arm underneath, move the hip around. Find the sit bone so you're sitting up tall. And then cross left ankle on right thigh. Sometimes just pressing that left thigh bone down, you'll get a little deeper stretch in the outer hip. You can stay there at first, take hands behind you, bend the right knee, placing right foot on the ground. If you want to deepen the stretch, either bring your foot closer, or sometimes it's easier to lift the hips up and bring the hips closer to the heel. Pausing there and feel that stretch. Maybe creating that triangle of energy between the inner thighs by flexing the left foot, hugging the inner thighs together. You can stay seated or inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Feel yourself lifting from a strength, the legs and the pelvis, arms too. They're there to support the body weight. Last one if you're moving, or you might just be holding this stretch. And coming back down. Coming into the twist on the second side, the right leg will lengthen, left foot somewhere to the outer thigh, or you can bend into your right knee, take the right foot to the outer left hip, finding sit bones, lifting up tall through the head. Inhale, arms up, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, rotate to the left. See if you can just let your pelvis widen and relax into the ground. Take your breath out. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, hands to the ground. You'll take your feet back behind you. Once again, down dog, child's pose, or flow through. So I'm in my down dog to start. You're inhaling forward for your flow through. If you're choosing that, exhale down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. And just pausing there for a moment. We're going to walk our hands back to our feet. So if you're not in down dog, come into your down dog, walk the hands to the back. Okay, coming into a forward fold. Take it a little bit deeper, lift up through the back line of the legs. You can walk your fingertips back towards your toes if you'd like. Lift the tops of the shoulders up away from the floor. So think of lifting your shoulder blades up your spine. Hands to the floor, your shins. Inhale halfway into monkey. Exhale. Bow back down. Press into your heels. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Hands to the heart center. Pause there at the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, bow into your fold. Halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, bow back down. Walk your hands out on inhalation. Come into a plank pose. Find that plank pose. We're going to challenge ourselves, and you can do this on your knees if you'd rather. You're going to take we're doing like a floor-facing tree pose. This is for the hips. You're going to face the floor, and you're going to take your left foot into your inner left calf and lift that outer left knee. So if you want to do it on your knee, you can do it from here. Right leg doesn't have to work as much. But imagine taking tree pose with your legs, arms strong, lifting up through your core. So you got to lift the back of the left knee up towards the sky. Keep that right leg strong. Different than our standing tree, but at least we don't have to balance. Just some strengthening. And then drop that foot down, come back into your down dog. Pause there for breath. Notice how strong your legs had to be for that. Now walk your hands back. Find your way into your right foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands can come down. Find yourself in that tree pose again. So can you keep the thighs almost as strong, right? Gravity's not going to initiate it for you. You've got to hug the muscles to the bones. But come back into tree pose. Hug your inner thighs. Press the left foot into the right leg line. Take your hands wherever you want. So opening that left leg out to the side. So tree is a good prep for pigeon pose. Plug your right thigh bone in. Hands back down, foot back down. We're at the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow down to your fold. Inhale, halfway out. As you exhale, walk your hands out, coming back into plank pose. Remember, you can do this modified on your knees too. Otherwise, staying in the plank pose, lift your right foot up, bring the arch of your right foot into the calf of your left foot, so we're not on our knee joint. And you can even start with your right knee on the ground, right? But then lift the back at the side of the right knee up. Notice how your glutes engage. That outer right hip is strong. Lift the left thigh bone. Press through the crown of the head. Active tree pose. Gravity makes it active. One more breath. Drop the right foot down. Lift the hips up into your down dog. Exhale, walk hands back to feet. Bow into your fold. Press into your heels. Inhale, come up. We'll do the easy peasy tree pose. But see if you can initiate that same engagement. Weight into the left foot. Push the arch of the right foot into the calf and then take the foot out to the side. Yeah. So make it active wherever you want your hands. Whoops. You can come overhead. Feel that triangle of energy in the inner thighs, just like we did when we were seated and crossed the ankles. Across the ankle on the thigh. Pushing in. One more breath. Hands back down. Relax. Inhale. We're at the back of the mat. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, walk your hands out into your plank. This time, exhale, lift your hips up into down dog. Take the weight into the left foot. Inhale your right leg up, reach it up, and this time bend your knee and see if that hip wants to open a little bit. As you exhale, square it off, press through the heel. Inhale, bring that foot forward for warrior one. So plant your back foot parallel to the floor. Sweep the arms up. You can bend in and out of the legs if you'd like. Pausing there, or bend in and out of the front leg. Keep that back leg strong. Taking that warrior, just a little warrior flow. Inhale, right arm reaches up, dropping the back left hand into exalted warrior. Exhale, forward for side angle, reaching the left hand forward. So we'll keep the leg position strong. Inhale, back into your exalted warrior. Exhale, coming forward. Side angle. Just letting your torso go back and forth. Keep the legs strong. Last one. Take it up. Reach back. Take it forward into your side angle. And then come back into the middle, straighten the front leg for a triangle pose. Reach forward with the right hand. Exhale down into triangle so you can take your hand into your inner calf. Press your inner calf into the back of the hand or fingers to the ground. That's up to you. Reach through the top arm. Work that left thigh forward and the right thigh back, or think of lifting the right thigh. Align your head and your neck. Last breath in. Exhale. Take that hand down. Drop to the back left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. One more time. Into your low lunge. And then exhale. Hands down to the ground. You're going to step to that front right foot. And we're going to come into a standing pigeon. So you're going to take your right weight into your right leg, cross your left ankle on your thigh, hug the inner thighs, hands to the heart, to the hips, squeeze those inner thighs, and start to sit. Take your time coming down. So it helps if you flex your left foot, but the lower you can get, your relationship with gravity gets a little more forgiving. So take yourself back, draw your knee back. If you're feeling like you're starting to open, you can take your arms to the outer shin. So elbows to the outer shin. If that still feels good, you could take hands to the ground maybe. If your hands are to the ground, you want more stretch, try to straighten that right leg and fold into it with the left leg on the right thigh. Whatever you got going, lift back out of it. That's our balance challenge for today. Take your foot down. I'm going to switch sides, but you can stay at that end of the mat. Come to the front of the mat. Just pause for a moment in your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart center, bow into your fold. Inhale halfway. As you exhale, this time you're going to plant your hands, step all the way back into plank pose. Take the inhale at the top of the plank. Exhale down. Cobra or up dog. As you breathe in, exhale, down dog. Taking a moment, pausing in your down dog. This time we'll let the weight come into your right foot. Inhale the left leg up. You can bend the knee, open that hip up, keep your arms strong, press through the left heel. Take that left leg straight behind you as you breathe in. Exhale, bring it forward for warrior two. So right foot plants parallel to the short edge of the mat, left foot pointing at the short edge of the mat. Bend in and out of your knees if you'd like. Add your arms in there. Steadying your shoulders over your hips. Sometimes you find that tightness in there. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm up. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, come forward for your side angle. Do as few or as many as these as you would like. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming forward. Just feel your torso flow. Keep those legs solid and strong. Last round. Reaching up and back into the exalted warrior. Feel that space through your left side body. Take some of that space with you as you exhale forward. Back into warrior two. Straighten the front leg for triangle pose. Press into that front heel. Lift the front thigh. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hand can come to your shin, to the thigh, or all the way down to the ground. Reach through the top right hand. Hug the inner thighs together, but soften the toes. Pausing there in your triangle pose, let it open up. Last breath in and out. As you exhale, drop that right hand down, drop to your back right knee. We're coming into low lunge. Hug your thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Take your gaze up. Exhale. Hands back down. You can roll that back toe under. We're going to step to the front of the mat. Pour yourself into your fold if you'd like, and then come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take the weight into the left foot. Cross your right ankle on your left thigh. Hug the thighs together. Hands can be at the heart center. And sit down. So hugging thighs, taking yourself down into your seat. Pausing to feel your breath. Keep letting the weight of your hips be heavy. Test yourself. Maybe the elbows come to the outer shin, maybe they don't. If you're doing elbows to outer shin, draw your navel center in. Really hug those thighs, so you gotta be flexing your right foot. If you're there and you want to take hands to the floor, do that. Keeping the knees bent or straightening up through that leg, folding over your right hip. Hollow out the belly. Wherever you are, slowly come out of it. And back to standing at the front of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands through the heart center. Bow into that fold. And this is a little bit of a counter pose. So hands to the blocks. You can take your hands and tuck them underneath your feet. Press your toes into your wrist creases. And inhale halfway out. Exhale, bend the elbows to get a little bit deeper into that back line. Release that. Inhale halfway out. Exhale, bow down. Step back into your plank pose. Take a breath at the top of your plank pose, so hug everything in. You want to feel that symmetry in the body. Exhale, dropping down. Cobra or up dog on your inhalation. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. Working our way into pigeon pose. I will show it on your front side first, the traditional, but if that doesn't work, you can go right to your back side because that's where we're going to finish today. So you can take your weight into your right foot. Inhale that left leg up. Maybe bend the knee, open the hip. If you like to drop into wild thing or drop that left foot, you can. Your call on that one. If you're there, take the hand back. Do what pleases you. Reach that left leg straight up. Exhale, bring the left leg forward. Drop down to your shin. See if you can get your knee either in line with your hip or to the outside of the hip. Press the pinky toe side of the left foot into the ground. You can walk that right leg back a little bit to get more stretch to the top of the thigh. Staying upright if you'd like, more of a back bend. Or coming down to rest in your pigeon pose. Rest might include putting your hands on your forehead, on your fists. So if this doesn't work for you, and you'll know because there will be discomfort in your knee, then we can be here on our back with the left ankle crossed on the right foot. So a lot more control in this version of pigeon pose. So if I'm looking more to stretch into this one, there's this feeling of just letting the weight of the body fall to the ground. When I do this one in the evening, that's more what I go for. When I do it in the morning and I'm trying to create more vitality, I do it up here as a back bend. Might even come up here. There's this opportunity to stretch deeper into your right leg. You could reach around either with the left or right hand. Some people do it one way or the other. Draw that right leg in. Your call. Or just resting in the pigeon pose. Take 3 more breaths there. You don't have to be still. I find it feels pretty soothing sometimes to just gently rock the pelvis back and forth in this pose. If you're on your backside, you can make circles with the thighs. And if you're on your backside, you're going to stay there. If you're on your front, we're just going to switch legs. So press your hands into the ground, roll your back toe under. Inhale, lift that left leg up and stretch it out a little bit, maybe even move the hip in circles.
And take it down. Find your down dog. If you're on your back, you're staying there to do side 2. Weight into the left foot, inhale, right leg up. You can open the hip, lifting the thigh bone. Think of lifting the inner knee and outer hip. Or you can even take that right foot to the ground. Reach and come around into your wild thing. If you're there, take the right hand back to the ground. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, squeeze it in, bring it forward. Active at least to come into the posture, so press the pinky toe side of the foot and the top of the foot into the ground, press the shin into the floor. Walk that left thigh back, but also hug your thighs together so it feels like you're cinching up your pelvis. You can stay up here or come down to a more restful position, just letting the weight of your torso fall into your front thigh, letting the back thigh open up, or you might be on your back somewhere around here. We're crossing the right ankle on the left thigh and just hanging out, being still, or like I said, even here you can make circles. If you're on your front side, there's the opportunity to come up. Find that gentle back bend, take your heart forward, head back, hug your thighs, maybe bending into the left leg. And if you do that, you want to have the strength to hold it there first, so don't grab it and pull it. Pull the heel towards your buttocks and then hold it. Stretching that left thigh, your version. Release that foot down. If you're down on the ground, come back up. If you are on the front side version, just one more time, come into your down dog, move that right hip around. Otherwise, we're coming to a seated position. So if you're on your back, you can take your time coming to your seated position. Rolling that hip around. And then coming down. Take the soles of the feet together into a Baddha Konasana. You can draw your heels in closer to your perineum if you want more inner thigh stretch, or feet further away if you want more outer hip stretch. Either holding your ankles, making a basket out of your fingers. Just make some nice circles. So this is our calming pose as we head towards the end of what seemingly feels like a very short class to me. Just making circles, letting those outer hips fall open. Notice if your body feels warmer. Do you feel lighter or heavier? And it's not a column of good or versus bad, it's just a matter of noticing, letting yourself feel the inside. And then stop and pause in the Baddha Konasana wherever it's most comfortable for you. Us in the tight hip club, we just kind of know that the more I give into the ground, the deeper I'll go into the pose without forcing it. If you want to get a deeper stretch in the inner thighs, you can gently open the big toe side of the feet like you're pulling them apart. Press the feet together, inhale up, squeeze the legs together to come out of it. If you'd like to do a Shavasana, please come down onto your back. And just do some windshield wipers first, letting the knees go side to side, exhaling to one side, inhaling back to the center. Feel that sensation in your thighs, your outer hips. Pause anytime you need to. And then, like I said, if you want a Shavasana, you can extend your legs. I also like to bend knees and let the knees fall together. Pausing in that space, or coming into a seated meditation. Or if that's all you have the time for today, bless yourself, bless your body. Say thank you to your body for all it just accomplished. Peace, joy, love, and light.